welcome to week 4 of Circle of Blooms, How Einstein Would Get Pregnant blog series. This week, we actually have a special guest and an Einstein in my own eyes, and that is Dr. Bernie Siegel. We spent a good almost half an hour Skype video chat with Bernie, and very pleased to have really covered a lot of ground with him. And for many, Bernie really needs no introduction. He is a New York Times bestselling author, speaker, and dedicated his professional career to helping, I'm sure, thousands of patients with cancer. And his whole methodology, his whole theory, and what he set out to do was to approach medicine and the healing process from a whole body perspective. So from a mind-body perspective, not just from the neck down and how we can use our concoction of drugs to help heal. He institutes a much more wholesome approach, and he talks about 2 tools in our toolkit and the power that we all have. And the 2 tools are what he calls your emotions and imagery. And emotions, just really briefly, it's really kind of delving down into the concept that we keep repeatedly coming across from either Dr. Candace Pert or Dr. Bruce Lipton or, all of the other authors that we've come across, which is that emotions are actually held in the body. And what we mean by that in a very simple example is that if you feel nervous, you feel those butterflies in your stomach, you literally feel a physical representation of that emotion of feeling nervous. And so imagine what repressed anger does, or depression, or other very negative emotions. It gets, unfortunately, filtered down. But on the other side of that, of course, is being able to control that and to think about your life differently from the inside out. And that's really Bernie's message, and that's one of hope. The other tool is really fundamentally what Circle and Bloom is all based on. Of course, we have the emotional component because you feel just, more in control when you relax and you focus on what's going on in your body. But the other aspect is what he calls imagery, and literally seeing pictures of your mind, in your mind, and directing your body and communicating with your body. Again, fundamentally, the theory there is that our thoughts work in pictures or images, and it is the way it communicates with our body. And your body doesn't necessarily know what you're physically viewing in your surroundings versus what you are purely having in your mind as imagination or visualization. So, there's lots of examples. One of the better ones is the study that was done with Olympic athletes and how their muscles fired in the exact same frequency and sequence when they were just imagining their athletic event versus when they were physically going through it. So distilling all this down, we have, again, a half an hour talk with Bernie. Bernie wrote the book, Love, Medicine, and Miracles. I reached out to him when I first had the idea of Circle and Bloom, and he, I think, responded within 20 minutes and was so enthusiastic about what we were doing. He has our website on his website. He endorses our programs. He's on our advisory board. Whenever I email him, he responds within minutes, I think. So all I have to say is that it's worth a half an hour of your time to hear what I think is one of our Einsteins with respect to mind body, and check back tomorrow, which will have the full video and as well as the full blog post. Thanks so much for watching.